Hello everybody, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Endah Retnowati. I am with my student Desti. We're from Universitas Negeri Yogyakarta, Indonesia. We're presenting our poster entitled Two Dimensions of Mastery Goal Orientation Motivational Prompts in Mathematics Learning. I would like to present first to introduce the topic and the aim of our study. We know learning motivation plays an important role in academic success. The importance of motivation in learning is conveyed by many experts, specifically Kuldas et al. In 2014, who state that optimal information processing does not only depend on the available working memory capacity, but also on motivation. Motivation is a process that sustains and maintains goal-oriented activities, as well as influences students' engagement and interest in classroom learning activities. In line with these statements, Paz, Van Merenboer, and Swella emphasize the adequate motivation serves as a fundamental prerequisite for effective learning. One of the motivation theories that can be applied for this purpose is the achievement goal orientation. Zhang in 2014 state that achievement goal orientation is a theory that explains the reason individuals engage in tasks and how they approach those tasks. According to this goal orientation theory, there are 4 types of motivational orientation. First, mastery-oriented, mastery approach, and mastery avoidance. Second, the performance-oriented, performance approach, and performance avoidance. Right. So this poster shows the mastery goal-oriented prompts. There are 2, the mastery approach and the mastery avoidance prompts. The understanding these types of orientations is critical for designing instructions that not only emphasizes cognitive aspects, but also promotes the development of positive learning motivations. Specifically, the learning designs that we present in our poster is based on the theory of worked example instructional designs. We know that worked example is designed to use in the instruction for novices. Specifically, in our study, we design worked examples for studying triangles and quadrilaterals area problems. These worked examples is created following the cognitive principles. So our study is showing how we implement the principles of managing cognitive load in worked examples. We're showing you the first results, our worked example designs. As I already mentioned earlier, that we focus on facilitating students to learn problem solving on triangle and quadrilateral areas. As you may show in the screen, our posters, there is one figure that is composed by several planes. We may see here there are 2 quadrilaterals, triangles, and also squares. Applying the cognitive load principles, this worked example integrate the step-by-step instructions with the picture. In this way, students can learn how to solve problems by following the number steps as well as by reading the text explaining how to solve the problems, and at a glance at the pictures, they can see directly which part of the geometrical figures that is explained by the step. this kind of integrations between the geometrical figures and the step-by-step problem solutions is assumed to be able to assist students understand the problem solutions while lowering their extraneous cognitive load. Our second result is the motivation prompts itself. In this study, we propose that integrating the motivational prompts into the work example learning designs will boost the learning outcomes. So there are two types of motivational prompts in our study. These prompts are given during the study phase, and we hypothesize that the mastery approach prompts are more encouraging than the mastery avoidance prompts. To understand our motivation prompts, Desti will read the prompts for you. First, the mastery approach prompts. Desti, over to you.
Mastery approach. My goal is to completely master this material. I am striving to understand the material thoroughly. My goal is to learn as much as possible. Mastery avoidance. My goal is to avoid studying below my potential. I am striving to avoid an incomplete understanding of the material. My goal is to avoid neglecting things that I am actually capable of learning.
So you can see the differences between these two types of motivational approach. Both of them focused on mastery learning, focus on motivating students to understand deeply the learning materials, not just simply remembering or doing rote learning, but it is more for master the learning materials. In a mastery approach prompts, the direction of the motivational prompts is linear, positively linear. The first one, for example, my goal is to completely master this material. So it is more straightforward to encourage students mastering the learning material. On the other hand, the mastery avoidance, the prompts is not straightforward to encourage students to study the learning material. Instead, it is said, my goal is to avoid studying below my potential. So the motivations is to master the learning material because they do not want to be lowering the potentials. The second one might be easier to understand. I am striving to understand the material thoroughly. That's for the mastery approach. But for the mastery avoidance prompts, I am striving to avoid an incomplete understanding of the materials. So we try to compare the effectiveness of these two motivational prompts. At this moment, our conclusions is that because mastery approach is more straightforward, so we hypothesized that this kind of motivational prompts will be more effective than the mastery avoidance. So in our future works, we are going to do experimental designs to compare the effectiveness of these two types of prompts. Investigation is needed because we need to understand how students' problem-solving abilities will be improved by these two types of prompts. Of course, longitudinal studies will also needed to assess whether there will be long-term impact of giving this kind of motivational prompts, either in student engagement or in knowledge transfer ability. In addition, embedding motivational prompts in various learning platforms, including the digital forms, could also provide more insights into the effectiveness of instructional designs. We're looking forward to the results and we'll be present the results to all of you as soon as possible. I think this is our presentations. Thank you very much. And both of us would like to appreciate the committee of the conference because the accommodation of these presentations. Thank you very much again. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.